This is a message for, of all people, this is a message for Erykah Badu. Peace. All right. I want to say thanks. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you, Ms. Badu, because through your music, me personally, I felt like you really covered the whole evil eye energy, like in a perfect way. Between you and Bilal, especially that first album of Bilal's, Firstborn Second, I'm gonna put a separate video out for him, shouting him out. But it's time to start just hitting up this whole neo soul movement that kind of got lost in the pop shuffle. It was a lot of y'all out. It was a lot of y'all out, Miss Badu. And that movement was great. And I'm sorry that the industry has a lot of this pop energy, because it's like, we need that mama's gun type of music, man. We need that. And no, granted, now you still make that. But just as a listener and as a musician myself, a lyrical person myself, as a person, an iron who sharpens iron myself, I appreciate your sword. And a lot of people don't understand the orange moon and what made you feel like an orange moon because of the light of the sun. They think you just talking about Seven, the kid that you and 3000 had, if I'm not mistaken. But we get the double meaning. We know the Seven. We know what the Seven is when it comes to the nation of gods and earths, and what the orange moon is about, and how, we don't. All of those is just high level mysticism. And really, why I'm saying this too is the generation before me, like the boomers and all of that, not the first set of boomers, but the second set of boomers that came in the 50s and 60s, they are hating. They are hating. Maybe they're not hating. Maybe they just being dismissive. I don't know if they are quite invested enough in the newer scene to hate. But my goodness, they was the main ones playing on and on and on. They was the main ones playing the record when you first came out, Badu. When you first came out, they was the main ones playing your stuff. They ain't make it through one whole album. By the time Mama's Gun came around, they jumped ship. So they wasn't ready when D'Angelo dropped his second one, Voodoo. See, I think people missed the whole. They missed the whole mothership that y'all was on when y'all was coming out like that. I'm going to go ahead and include Common in there too, as one of the only rappers representing that movement. And obviously the Roots, Black Thought. I'm not going to leave him or Guru out like I said. And there's others, don't get me wrong, but that movement really should have been on the main scene longer, man. I think The Machine really should have gave neo soul a stronger push than it did. It was kind of like they wanted y'all to be like as R&B as Dru Hill at the time. They wanted y'all to really sound like Blackstreet. They didn't really want y'all to come out pushing back toward that poetry slam energy. They did not want that. The industry did not want that, Miss Badu. And you know this. I'm not telling you nothing new, but we're saying this for an audience who may have been listening to you with wax in their ears, just in love with the beat and not paying attention to anything else. But this was a masterpiece that they interrupted right while y'all was mid-stroke. You know what I mean? They ain't even let y'all finish painting that. The neo soul movement, it should have lasted from like 96 to at least 2015, 2016. Come on, y'all. They tried to stomp that out by 2002. It was already gone. It was already gone. They was trying to snatch up anybody that had some kind of soul and make them pop. They was trying to Jennifer Hudson somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you got all of this soul, but then they want you to come out singing, you know what I mean? And I only remember that one single that she came out with. But it was nothing like what she was singing in Dreamgirls. which was what she should have been coming out singing. She should have been the new Aretha Franklin. Not for nothing. But yes, Erykah, I could see that they really didn't want y'all to get back to what we was going to eventually get back to. We was going to probably get back into that Panther energy. It seemed like we were going in the direction of Afrocentricity, I'm sorry. We were going back to our roots. Folks was going back to folk magic. People were going back to like the real Egyptian stuff, even Sumerian stuff, even Atlantean stuff. Folks was really digging deep, and I think we were going somewhere. I think I was caught up in it too. Now, don't get me wrong. I was wherever I was. I was young. So I ain't really catch it either. But it was like I missed that smoothness. I missed that Questlove sounding bass. I missed that. I missed that Jay Dilla type of drum slaps, and you know what I mean? I miss that, man. I miss that. You know what I mean? Not that I ain't trying to throw shade on what's out here now, but it sound like a lot like everything else. It's to the point where I can't really tell when the person comes on. I don't know who's who anymore. Even when I'm looking at them, I still don't know who's who. They trying to make them even look the same. Miss Badu. And I don't know if it came out or not, but I thought you and Jill Scott was going to do an album together, or maybe even better, maybe you and Angie Stone, or you and India Irie, or I just had this vision today where I was like, you know what? I don't think they did it. Have they ever did a girl duo group like on some Thelma and Louise? Have they ever did that? I know there's been female groups, but have they ever did the Thelma and Louise? You know what I mean? I was just, just food for thought. And I'm just kind of going on because we're in the occult age. And I think like right now, if anybody's up there, if there's any A&R who is sensitive to the times and really taking the pulse of the people and not just throwing numbers and metrics up there and saying, because this sounds pop, we're going to go ahead and press the button so they can get 30 million streams before any real humans hear it. Nah. But again, that's just me saying what I'm saying. Catch up with y'all later. Peace.